jump right in, up to my chin, do it all again. Steal a kiss from a pretty miss, nary a thought to getting caught. Life is way too short. If I think long, then I think wrong. If I'm too slow, where will I go? My destiny calls to take life and grab it by the let's go outside, take a ride to who knows where. I don't care if we ever get there. Oh, I don't care when we get there. If I think long, then I think wrong. If I'm too slow,
We'll be starting in just a few minutes. Everyone come on in, sit back, relax, get your sound dialed in. My name is Brian. I'll be teching the show for Don tonight. If you have any questions, you can reach me in the chat. And if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, feel free to come on over. I'll post the links, and you can be part of the inner circle of the Zoom show.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's usually Thursday nights, but we're here on Monday because Thursday is Thanksgiving. So tonight, we're very happy to be here. Go like this if you can hear me, so I know that the sound is working good. There you go. We got a nice show for you tonight and some special guests coming into the after party later. We have our friend Brian Dozer doing the tech. So let's see if you're new to the game here. We'd like to get you unmuted if you're going to be in a quiet place. So those of you that are here with us on Zoom, if you're in a quiet place, you're not going to be too noisy, raise your hands up like the way that Alan just did. That's the blue hand of freedom. The way you find that is by clicking on the participants window, which is down the bottom of your page. Unless you're like Ralph on a cell phone, I don't know where you find it there. But for those of us on laptops, here it is right there down the bottom, the participants window. When you click on that, it opens up a little window. And when the window opens up, you can see down the bottom generally, but sometimes at the top, the blue hand of freedom. There it is right there. If you click that, that means you're in a relatively quiet place, and we'll unmute you so that we can have some interaction. If you can't figure that out, which I couldn't figure it out for a while there, you can just always ask Brian, our friend, in the chat to unmute you, and that would work if you got muted inadvertently as well. You could ask Brian to unmute you again. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Let's unmute Alan DeBay too. Get him participating, and Daisy and all that. And so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people here are unmuted. So when I count to 3, all the people that are unmuted, I want you to laugh like you just heard Ralph Truffaut say the funniest thing he ever said in his life. And so that way we can test this out. 1, 2, 3, go ahead, laugh. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you have seen the actual workings of the Dawn White interactive Zoom experience. All right, so this is how the night's going to lay out. I'm going to introduce my good friend Posey Mansfield, who I have raised money for her organization every year for the last few years in Ipswich, but this year, of course, we can't get together. So she's going to talk to you about COP and her organization. We'll be sharing any money that comes in with her and her group. She's going to introduce our opening act, who's going to do a song, and then he's going to introduce me. I will play till about 8:20, maybe something like that, and then if you want to hang around, we're going to have an after party with some really interesting, fun guests where we get to hang around a little bit. So please, let's pretend we're in a real crowd now, those of you over here on Zoom, and applaud nicely for my friend Posey Mansfield.
Hi, thanks, Don. I'm the president and co-founder of the COP Amputee Association. I run a support group for amputees, people who have lost limbs or who have been born with limb difference. And one of our goals, and our primary goal, is to get them back to living their life fully and have a quality of life. We promote independence and increased mobility and just having fun with life. We like to show people that there is a life after amputation, so we encourage them to get involved with adaptive sports. We have monthly meetings, but our big push is to get people outside, get them out doing things outdoors, having fun, and we support them. We raise money to support them when they go skiing, when they go cycling, when they play wheelchair tennis. Some have taken up sled hockey. I've gone back skiing after not skiing for a long time, and I'm an above the knee amputee, so there's not a whole lot that you can't do after losing a limb. But that's one of the things we try to tell our people, that that your life isn't over. There's a lot you could do, and we like them to to feel motivated and encouraged to try to get outside their comfort zone and to get outside and make something out of their lives, and not just sit home and feel sorry for themselves, because it's not a pity party when you come to one of our meetings. We have a lot of fun. We play games. We go bowling. We have pizza night, movie night. We go kayaking, skiing. There's a lot of activities that we promote, and we have a lot of programs and services that we provide. We provide a lot of information to them about job retraining, vehicle and home modification. So we have a whole setup of programs that we offer our people when they come once a month. But one of the biggest things we do and raise money for is to promote their participation in adaptive activities. And I'll go out on a limb and say that our group is pretty unique, and we have a pretty incredible group of people. As you may know, this is a free concert. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, but there is a virtual tip jar, and we encourage you to donate to support our programs and services, and to support Dawn in these slim times of where people can't raise a lot of money and can't you earn a lot of money with COVID. So I want to thank you for inviting me, Dawn, and as always, we're thrilled to have you perform for us and to do this concert to benefit COPAA. And anybody, if you donate, greatly appreciate it. Dawn and I will both very, very much appreciate it in the area. Amputees, people who have lost limbs, will greatly appreciate it. So I'm going to lead into the next artist who's going to perform. Ralph Tufo from the Squeeze Box Stompers is going to take us away, and I'll turn it over to him now.
Thank you, both. This song is from a recent musical that I wrote called Beyond the Blues. All the characters are at an open mic blues competition. This one individual, Albie, talks about the origin of his song. He came out of his house one day, he's walked down the street. He saw a skunk flattened by a tractor trailer truck. And he said, I guess he had a bad day. And so they said, well, what would be a bad day for me? And then he came up with this song, Nothing But the Blues. I got nothing but the blues. Hear what I say? Nothing but the blues. Night and day, I got nothing but the blues to see me through. One thing about the blues that always be true. I got nothing but the blues. I see blue flashing lights, my review mirror. Cop says, you're in trouble, get out of that car, son. You're out of luck, your car's being impounded. I call the tow truck, your registration is a day overdue. Start walking, you got nothing but the blues. I got nothing but the blues. Hear what I say, nothing but the blues. Night and day, I got nothing but the blues. See me through. One thing about the blues, they always be true. I got nothing but the blues. I rushed into work at 8:05. My boss of 10 years says you're 5 minutes late. I got another man half your age, half your wage. He'll do the stinking job with a smile on his face. So pack up your things with no further ado and start walking. You got nothing but the blues. I rushed back home to see my darling wife. A note on the door, it cut me like a knife. She said, honey, it's time for a change. I met another man, I made other plans. I packed up your things on the avenue. The trashman came today, you got nothing but the blues. Nothing but the blues, hear what I say. Nothing but the blues. Night and day, I got nothing but the blues. See me through. One thing about the blues, they'll always be true. I got nothing but the blues.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's time for the main man, Donnie White. I've known Donnie. I'm been thinking back, probably about 40 years. We grew up together in Lynn. He's a legend in Lynn, and you know, I still like him. But man, he is the greatest. So I'm gonna pass it over to Donnie. Donnie White.
Hey, Ralph Tufo, everybody. He'll be back later. Did you just call me a legend in Lynn? That is really
Yes, you are.
COPAA right there, isn't it? It's like
No, you are.
All right. Well, you know, Ralph will be back in the after party later when we have some other folks dropping by too, and we'll talk about what it's like to grow up in Lynn, Massachusetts, as a concertina and an accordion player, and how you had to learn to fight at an early age in order to defend your musical prowess. All right. All right. An old wife and a husband, they had a shiny little kid. When that kid turned 16, you won't believe what he did. Smoked a lot of marijuana, snorted cocaine too. Told his parents he was gonna drop out of school. The father pounded on the table, the mother hollered and she screamed. They run him down to the doctor. Doctor, what does this mean? He put them all on Prozac, right then and right there. He said, you'll still have your problems, but now you just won't care. Then he prescribed a little therapy, some supplementary drugs, but he didn't write a script out for a little more love, just a little more love. What the heck could it hurt? It might not fix nothing, at least it won't make things worse. When you're looking at your lifetime from the end, when you are done, you know it might look a little better, see a little more love. I know a wife and a husband, and they had a shiny little kid. When that kid turned 16, you won't believe what she did. She said, Mom, I'm sleeping over Susan's. That was just a big lie, cause what you really was doing, staying out all night. And when her parents found out, they cried boo-hoo. And then they called the radio talk show. They asked him, what should we do? He said, send her off to boot camp. That was his advice. It was good for his ratings, but it wasn't very nice. Just a little more love. What the heck could it hurt? It might not fix nothing, at least it won't make things worse. When you're looking at your lifetime from the end, when you are done, you know it might look a little better, see a little more love. I can see that you're a tough guy. Oh, you won't be pushed around. You are not gonna take it. You're good at putting your foot down. You might get killed by lightning and you might get hit by a truck. But if you are not that lucky, you might just wind up spending years in a rest home without a whole lot to do. But look back on what you did with the time God gave you. Just a little more love. What the heck could it hurt? It might not fix nothing, at least it won't make things worse. When you're looking at your lifetime from the end, when you are done, you know it might look a little better. Big, rough, tough guy to see a little more love. It might look a little better, see a little more love.
Great, God.
Yeah.
And the crowd goes wild. The crowd is going wild tonight. That's right. Okay, I'm just gonna play some songs where I use this capo here. All right. So here, I know that Marlene is a teacher and Tommy's a teacher and probably have some other teachers out there. I want to ask your forgiveness for that last song because I know it has a colossal double negative in it, and and I know it hurts if you're a teacher, especially if you're an English teacher, to hear a double negatives. But I have to say that I love them. That I want to express my love of double negatives. I believe that there are things in this world that cannot be said without double negatives. And my best example is that old Rolling Stones song. What is it? I can't get no satisfaction. Imagine if it didn't have that awesome double negative. Like, I cannot acquire any satisfaction. That just doesn't get the job done. So I'm just saying. Love your double negatives. That's all I'm saying. Went to California when I was young. Stood beside the highway, waved my thumb. Met a lot of maniacs, met a lot of bums. They were all really kind to me. Life is not like TV. People in Michigan say hello to people on the street that they don't even know. And drivers in Boston make a left-hand turn without turning their signal on. In 1993, if you were talking to yourself walking down the street, it was sad, because it meant that you were crazy. Now it means that you're a businessman. It's not crazy, but still kinda sad. I went to California when I was young. Stood beside the highway, waved my thumb. Met a lot of maniacs, met a lot of bums. They were all really kind to me. Life is not like TV. You know my boss is younger than my children are. I've got to tell you people, that is so bizarre. He's so adorable when he yells at me. It makes me want to pinch him on his cheek and say coochie coochie coo coochie. I went to California when I was young. I stood beside the highway and waved my thumb. Met a lot of maniacs, met a lot of bums. They were all really kind to me. Life is not like TV. You know, a lot of good musicians used to say to me, Don White, you can't play guitar and you can't sing, so you could never make it in this here scene. And I don't think that they were wrong, but I wonder where they all have gone. I went to California when I was young. I stood beside the highway, waved my thumb. Met a lot of maniacs, met a lot of bums. They were all really kind to me. Life is not like TV. People in Michigan say hello to people on the street that they don't even know. And drivers in Boston make a left-hand turn without turning their signal on. They're not thinking about you at all. They just keep on rolling, keep on rolling, keep on rolling along. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. We'll do one more in this on this guitar with these three chords that I love so much. I learned from Mel Bay so many years ago that have served me so well over these years. Here. It's a hard, dark, cold world with everybody in their cars in a million-mile traffic jam trying to get to their jobs. You there with your bright light, hiding in your little room with your guitar and your pencil, writing your secret tune. Go light, go light, go light the world on fire. This is your day, it's your time. Go light the world on fire. In the first part, if you learn what you love to do. In the middle part, if you do it a lot, till it becomes a part of you. In the last part, you can give the world the best work of your life. And then you lay down with a big smile, tell this whole world good night. Go light, go light, go light the world on fire. This is your day, it's your time. Go light the world on fire. It's a hard, dark, cold world with everybody in their cars in a million-mile traffic jam trying to get to their jobs. We need you to come on down from your little room. Bring your bright light to the dark night. Place your secret tune. Go light, go light, go light the world on fire. This is your day, it's your time. Go light the world on fire. Go light, go light, go light the world on fire. This is your day, it's your time. Go light the world on fire. Go light the world on fire. Go on and light the world on fire.
Yeah, right.
So I see Daisy. Did I see Stan back there? Stan with his new knee. Is he there? See,
He just went back to the recliner.
guy. Yeah, well, I bet he did. You know, he's just a couple days after that surgery, right?
Yeah.
My wife had that surgery, so he's got a few days ahead of him. But is he doing okay?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Answer Stan. He can talk for himself. Yes, he's fine.
Are they giving you the good medication, Stan? Are you getting the good stuff?
The good stuff.
Well, for those of you that don't know, Stan and Daisy are great musicians and sing songs from the shore, I guess, primarily, but all kinds of stuff. And I really wanted them to be part of this tonight, but of course Stan had his surgery. But if you guys are willing, we'd love to have you at some after party down the road. Can I get Stan in his compromised state to commit to that? Can I get him to sign something? What do you think?
The doctor said don't sign anything while you're on the drugs.
So I shouldn't have signed anything from the time I was 16 till I was 33 is what you're saying. Okay, good to know. All right, well, I'm glad you guys are doing good, and thanks for being here. And
Good to see Ralph. I haven't seen Ralph in a while.
we're gonna have good fun. You know, Daisy, if you want, you can grab your guitar later, and in the after party, maybe do a tune with us. We're gonna have like a song circle after with Ralph and some other folks too. So, but no pressure. All right, so here I should probably play something else here. That's one thing I like about Zoom is I can just stop the show and start talking to people. Like I walked off the stage and had a conversation at table number 5. But all right, so here. I overheard a man complaining how his 401k was not performing quite how he would like it to. As he sipped his double latte and continued to complain, I thought about that day in 1982. We were living in the shack with the outhouse in the back. If I'm not mistaken, you were pregnant too. But we thought it might be funny to count up all of our money and discuss all the investing we could do. We pulled our pockets inside out, pulled the cushions off the couch, stuck our fingers down deep inside. Then we emptied out the pockets of the jackets in our closet, but not one single penny did we find. So after the realization our financial situation was not conducive to investment at this time, we decided to invest in what we've always done best. Danced around the kitchen for a while, we do the victory dance. And life is such a mess, we don't know what else to do. We do the victory dance when being penniless became literal to me and you. Well, you can jump off of a building, take a bunch of pills, or you can walk around in a trance. But if you wake up in the morning on the right side of the lawn, go on and do the victory dance. I got fired from a job I have been working at for 20 years faithfully. Oh dear, oh God, how will I ever survive without a corporation taking care of me? I was so stressed out for weeks, I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I didn't think that things would ever turn my way. And then a couple months went by, I began to realize, man, I really hated working at that place. So I started working for myself. I improved my mental health. Now I'm happier than I've ever been before. Oh dear, oh my, oh God, I should have quit that stupid job 19 years ago. I do the victory dance, but my life forces me to go out on my own. And then I just declare victory, and I march my army home. There are things you can't control, things you never know. Some things are always left to chance. If you're a clerk or you're a farmer, work from home in your pajamas, go on, do the victory dance. When your life forces you to go out on your own, just declare victory and then march your army home. There are things you can't control, things you never know. Things are always left to chance. But if you wake up in the morning on the right side of the lawn, go on and do the victory dance. When your life forces you to go out on your own, just declare victory and then march your army home. There are things you can't control, things you'll never know. Some things are always left to chance. But if you wake up in the morning on the right side of the lawn, if you're a clerk or a farmer, work from home in your pajamas. If the world has gone to hell and the store has no more Purell, if you're stuck in a tiny house with your children and your spouse, and they canceled all your shows and you've got nowhere to go, now you're sitting in your room playing concerts on Zoom. What? Across the top, and you wonder what it means to play songs to a computer screen. Across the top are little tiny squares, and all your friends are trapped inside of there. Can you say to your friends who are trapped in the squares, give me a sign, let me know it's okay in there? Somebody just held up a sign that said, help me, save me. If you lose your money, but you still got your honey. If you lose your honey, but you still got some money. If you find it hard to cope because your kids are all on dope, don't surrender yet. Try not to forget in this game of life we're in. In this game of life we're in. In this game of life that we are in. If you don't die, you win.
Hey,
All right. I want to welcome all of our friends who are watching on Facebook. Facebook, we decided, was over here. Hello, everyone on Facebook. Nice to see you. Stop watching those cat videos. I'm trying to do a concert here. Pay attention. And now on YouTube, well, they're over there. Hello, all of our friends on YouTube. Thanks for joining in. You're welcome every time we do this. Normally it's on Thursday night, but tonight, Thursday is a Thanksgiving this week, so our kids are grown, they're both in their 20s. They live at home, they are never gonna leave. And why should they go? They've got it good here, you know. Their food, their phone, their rent is free. They would have to be out of their minds to leave. But I was thinking, what if things were different? You know, living here at home with you and me. What if we decided we could act like they both did when they were in their teens? So wake up, mama, climb out of this window. I've got the key, let's steal our daughter's car. Then we will both get really drunk, but we'll put a big dent in her trunk. And we'll drive real fast on the thoroughfare. If we get a speeding ticket, hey, we won't care. We'll be the ones up all night acting wild. They'll be the ones up all night worrying. We gon' mama climb out of this window. Come on out and be 16 with me. Picture our kids calling all of our friends up, and then asking them if they know where we are. Of course, all our friends will lie and say they ain't seen us all night. But we'll be standing right beside them while they're on the phone, smoking and drinking and carrying on when we come strolling home on Sunday morning. You know, around 10 o'clock while the neighbors walk to church. Our kids will ask us where we've been, and then they'll ask us again, and we will just make up a great big lie and swear that it's the truth until the day we die. And they'll be the ones who are trying to find the truth out. We'll be the ones who are lying through our teeth, and under pressure we'll confess that we had unprotected sex. That will gross them out so much they might just start to think about moving out. If turnabout is fair play in this life, then what better way to encourage them to leave than to give them both a dose of what it was like to live with them when they were in their teens. So wake up, mama, climb out of this window. I have got the key, let's steal our daughter's car. We will both get really drunk, but we'll put a big dent in her trunk, and no one will know where we are until we come home in a police car. We'll be the ones up all night acting wild, and they'll be the ones up all night worrying. Wake up, mama, climb out of this window. Oh man, be careful, you're not as young as you used to be. That's 40 feet down there. I should have brought a ladder, probably. You know what? The kids are both drunk and passed out. Let's just go out the front door. Come on out and be 16 with me. 'Cause I remember you when you were 16. You're the most beautiful thing that I had ever seen. So wake up, mama, wake up, mama. Wake up, mama, be 16 with me.
Yay.
Thank you. Well, so I'm going to play till about to the top of the hour. We'll take just a little break so that you can, if you can afford it, you can donate to COP and the Don White Ramen Noodle Fund, which is what we call it. And then I'll come back and play till about 20 past. Then we'll have a little after party if you want to hang around. But I was just thinking, those of you here in the Zoom part of this thing and over on the other platforms as well, if you have something you want me to play for you, I mean, I'm going to keep this pretty informal here tonight. Just put it in the chat and I'll try to get to it or whatever, no reason why I just can't play whatever you want tonight, I think. If I can remember it, try to pick something I can remember. You know how that is. Here, that song made me think of my wife. Here's one I don't play that much for her. I left here at 7. It is 11:30. I am dragging myself up the stairs. 16-hour days have a definite way of making me want to pull out my hair. And tomorrow is ringing my doorbell and it's singing, I am right down here waiting on you. I'm weary as hell, I know only too well. There's not a whole lot I can do. And Terry is sleeping alone with the TV on. I am on the edge of the bed, and some guy on my TV is talking right to me. I don't hear a word that he says, 'cause my mind is working against me, pointing all of my faults out to me. But hey, me and all my imperfections are tired. We just need to get us some sleep. I just need to lay me down beside my sleeping lady, and the only sound will be a gentle breathing during the hour the way sleep. She is breathing a new life into me, and when the morning erases the night, I will have what it takes to get back in the fight. If her breath is heavy or light or unsteady when I lie beside her this way, my body naturally knows that it has to be breathing the very same way. Please don't ask me about being married. Oh, how could I ever explain to someone what it means to a man to lie by his companion, with their two bodies breathing as one? I just need to lay me down beside my sleeping lady, and the only sound will be a gentle breathing during the hour the way sleep. She is breathing a new life into me, and when the morning erases the night, I will have what it takes to get back in the fight. When the morning erases the night, I will have what it takes to get back in the fight. Thank you. Oh, wow, these are all good requests here. Look at these. All right, they're all sad ones. What's with you people? Isn't life challenging enough? All right, so I will definitely play this one. So who asked for this one? Stacy, is this you, for the loved ones of the lost ones? I'm happy to play this for you. So in this town here, Lynn, which not unlike a lot of towns, there's just a tremendous amount of heroin here, and people are. My daughter's generation is just wiped out from it. Like she graduated, I think, in the year 2000, and if you remember, that's when the pharmaceutical companies just unleashed OxyContin on the world. They just remember in those days, like if you had a toothache, they give you 100 OxyContin. And so those kids, 16 and 17 years old, every medicine cabinet they opened in those days just had 100 opiates in it. And think she told me that out of her graduating class, between suicide and overdosing, that they've had 30 deaths in her graduating class. That's a huge problem. And so there's nothing I can really do about it. I mean, I can't solve the problem, but I wrote this song, and I had a pretty good sized production of it done, and pretty soon I'm going to give it to this organization called Learn to Cope, and that's an organization not for users but for the people who love them. It's an organization that treats people who love an addict, and they're out of Taunton, Massachusetts. And I'm pretty close now to be able to. COVID put this all on hold for a while, but now I have a nice produced version of this song, and I'm going to give it to them, and any money that they make, they can use. And it's, you know, I mean, again, I can't solve the problem. I can do something for it. And so this is from the point of the view of the people who have lost somebody and want to use that person's memory to help save somebody. So I haven't played this for a while, so I'm going to try to remember it. But thank you so much for asking for this. They were not just statistics, our children had names. Don't say they were junkies, and they all are the same, 'cause they each had potential to do something great, until heroin stole that potential away. And now we are the loved ones that they left behind, and we keep the memories of them alive, and we speak the words that they want to say to all of you who are still using today. In the name of our daughters, in the name of our sons, in the name of all the beautiful lost ones we love, behind all your sorrow, behind your despair, we see only the light that's still shining in there. Each morning at the moment I open my eyes, and the weight of my loss crashes down on my life. I remember the night that my son came to me and spoke comforting words to me in a dream. He said, "Don't give up on those with sad, broken lives. Tell them you still see the light in their eyes. Offer them help and hope every day, and I will be there beside you each step of the way. In the name of our daughters, in the name of our sons, please take this help so you might be the one who gets clean and comes back here with all that it takes to help us save these broken angels in this place. We can save these broken angels, save these broken angels, save these broken angels, for the loved ones of the lost ones. Save these broken angels, Save broken angels. Save these broken angels for the loved ones of the lost one. For the loved ones of the lost ones. 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 I thought you said this guy was funny, man. That wasn't funny. There was nothing funny about that one. But that's okay. We can go to both sides of the coin, can't we? We can be funny without being, without avoiding things that are serious. So thank you so much for asking for that. I appreciate that very much. I'm always a little reluctant to, to go all the way there. But if you can do something, you do it. All right. So let me play this one more tune, and then we'll take a break. It'll be just 3 minutes or so, enough time to pass the hat, basically. So if you can, if you're struggling, and these are times when people are really struggling. It's hard to get unemployment now for folks, and but if you, so don't worry about it. If you don't have any money, that's okay. I love you. We're okay. But if you can donate, you can help out Posey and her friends and her organization, and we can. Throw some money at Market Basket tomorrow when we go out and buy turkey for all the people who aren't coming to my house on Thursday. So I know what love is a request. I'll do that after the break, and if you can think of something else, if anybody, Brian, if you see anybody on any of the other platforms that wants to hear something, can you put it over here for me too? And also let them know that they're welcome here. You're welcome to come over to this part of the show where we can interact a little bit over here, or you can stay over there anonymously on Facebook and YouTube, Facebook, wherever you are. All right, so that was my serious drug song. Here's my not so serious one. I sat around with a bunch of stoners. I listened to them talk all night long. They were sure that their conversation was deep with meaning. They were wrong, 'cause when you smoke it makes you stupid. I thought you knew it, but I was wrong. We're not having a conversation. We're doing nothing at all. My friend Harry lit up a fatty to celebrate my brand new job. I watched his brain float out of my window. He left me talking to an empty block. 'Cause when you smoke it makes you stupid. I thought you knew it, but I was wrong. We're not having a conversation. This is nothing at all. What if our whole life was just a dream, man? What if we're dreaming this right now? I forgot what I was just saying. Let's order pizza. Pizza. Wow. Cause when you smoke it makes you stupid. I thought you knew it, but I was wrong. We're not having congregation. This is nothing, nothing at all. It cures glaucoma. It cures insomnia. Some people say that it is a cancer cure, but it does not cure incoherent conversation. That's for sure.
Go down.
Bravo, Don, bravo. Listen, don't take that song wrong. I don't care what you're doing. I can see that half the squares here are lighting up. It's all right. It's okay. Do what you want. Make yourself happy. I'm just not interested in talking to you when you're that spaced out. That's all. Come back to me tomorrow. We'll have a nice conversation. All right. So I'm gonna check out for 5 minutes or less than that. Let's call it 3 minutes. And if you can drop a couple of bucks in the hat, as it were, Venmo or whatever. Oh, and we also have you can mail a check. So if you're like me and Venmo it sounds like a spaceship or something, it sounds like something you'd launch off to space in, or PayPal, you can't figure that out. You can this is what we decided last week. You can take your feather quilled pen and dip it in some ink that you made yourself from some vines in your backyard, and you can take a piece of parchment and write a promissory note to us, and fold it up, put it in the envelope, and send it via Pony Express to to us, and we'll be able to collect it that way. The information for that is be up on the screen here in a minute, and it's also in all the chat rooms. So I'll be back in just a minute. Let's take a minute and just thank Posey and everybody, Stacy and all the people involved in the organization. So proud to be working for you again. I wish we could all be together. And I'll be back shortly.
I might not now because, but I should freeze them. Because they don't keep forever in the fridge.
Hey, I'm back, and look, Matt Watroba's in the house. Hey, Matt, how you doing, buddy? So we have representatives today from, let's see, what parts of the country are, let's see, Kansas. Alan is from Kansas. Marlene, there he is, and Marlene and Tom are from Nebraska. Matt Watroba's coming in from Michigan, and then of course we have just a whole mess of local people. We all the Wenham and Winthrop and all that here too. So thank you for coming. We play a couple songs and then we'll have a little song circle. It'll be like oh, Vermont. Well, welcome Vermont. And it'll be like we close the door at the where did we play last time? Posey, was it American Legion Hall or something? We close the door at the Legion Hall after the concert, and we let everybody hang around, and we had a little jam session. It'll be like that, So, and it's just a chance for us to feel like we're connected. You know, we've lost so much of this in our lives, so this is just a way of sort of simulating it. So let me play a couple more here. I was on the highway, I was cruising along, I decided to put my seatbelt on. A minute later, baby, would you believe a Big Mac truck crashed into me? I told the policeman that it was okay. He said your seatbelt saved your life today. And the ambulance driver, the EMTs, they all started singing this song to me. Said it's a great day to not be dead. Shoo-doo-wah, shoo-wah, shoo-wah. To not cave in your windshield with your head, cave in your windshield with your head. You're an ugly man, but if that occurred, believe me, it would be even uglier. And it's a great day to not be dead. Shoo-doo-wah, shoo-wah, shoo-wah. You know, a long time ago, I saw a news story on my TV set about a guy whose wife brought a knife to bed. And I remember way back then that his name was Mr. Bobbitt, that's right. And 1 hour later, as the story goes, a part of his anatomy was laying by the road. And when my sassy wife looked over and she smiled at me, she started singing this song to me. She said, hey, it is a great day to not be dead. Shoo-doo-wah, shoo-wah, shoo-wah. To not have your wife bring a knife with her to bed. Shoo-doo-wah, chop, chop. Whoa, she said, I yell, I scream, I complain a lot, but at least I haven't cut no body parts off. And it's a great day to not be dead. Shoo-doo-wah, shoo-wah, shoo-wah. So I want to talk to all my couples here on Zoom and on YouTube and Facebook. If you've been married any length of time and you're still put together anatomically the same way you were when you first met, I don't think it's inappropriate to say thank you. That's right, we're having tender moments on the interweb tonight, realizing how lucky we are to still be together in one car. I thought about my car crash, my close call, and then I started getting sentimental. Said, I love this house, love you guys, even love my rusty old car outside, and I'm so happy to be alive with all of you little people trapped in your squares. Let's do all the things we always said that we would do, 'cause it's a great day. It is a great day. It is a great day. It is a great day. It's a great day to not be dead. Ta-da. Yay, I can see you applauding. I know what's happening. All right. So here, I'll play this for Marlene and Tommy. They come all the time, and I know they like this one. And September comes subtle, chill in the breeze. I reach for my sweater. I know what this means. Warm days are not over. The change has begun. Subtle but steady, the world tilts away from the sun. The summer was fruitful, the harvest looks good. Our family prospered like we hoped it would. Our struggles were many, those struggles are done. Come sit by my side while the world tilts away from the sun. Away from the sun. Away from the sun. Most hardly noticeable, we know this change has begun. Change has begun. Change has begun. Subtle but steady, the world tilts away from the sun. On a world full of wonder, we spin through the sky, yelling, fighting, growing, and wondering why. The big ball of fire above us looks down, shining warm light upon us as we spin around and around. Away from the sun, away from the sun. Most hardly noticeable, but we know this change has begun. Change has begun. Change has begun. subtle but steady, the world tilts away from the sun. Let's spend all the money on laughter and song. Let's dance with these bodies till these bodies are gone. And when it's all over, you'll know that it is true. My life only had meaning 'cause I got to share it with you. September comes subtle, a chill in the breeze. I reach for my sweater, know what this means. Warm days are not over, the change has begun. Come sit by my side while the world tilts away from the sun.
Wonderful, Don.
Thank
Beautiful song.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. So I want to appreciate you for jumping on with me when I do these concerts. It means a lot to me. You know, so many of my friends lived on the road. Like I was lucky my wife worked, and you know, you know, my house was paid for and all that. But some of my friends that are artists, they're suffering, man. You know, they went from state to state and town to town, and they just made enough money to stay alive. So if you have artists in your life that you love, that you like, you know, stop by their website, see what they're doing, buy a CD from them, something. You know, I mean, I think we're gonna be okay eventually, but it's you know. It's lonesome. It's lonesome and weird. I did it. I was talking about this in the forum. I do a forum every Monday for performers to learn how to do this, to talk tech, and to figure out how to make a few bucks doing this. So any artists out there, if you're interested in that, you can stop by every Monday at 2 o'clock if you're free, and we do it. But it came up today. I talked about in early October. Somebody called me the day before and said, I have an outside concert, socially distanced, and do you want to do it? So I went and did it, and it was like 25 people, and they couldn't have been any further away from each other. They were like out on this field over there, so it was pretty safe. And I have to tell you, I think I have been guilty of taking audiences for granted in the past, because when I was hearing applause and laughter, it was kind of weird because they all had masks on, so I couldn't see them smiling, but I could hear them laughing behind their mask. Man, I was like heartsick over it. You know, like it just reminded me what a privileged life it is, and I'm hoping to get back to it. So I'm grateful to you all here. What I did think about though was, sometimes you can play these days like that. They'll put like 8 people in a room and you can play in there. You know, I'm not sure I want to do it, but I was thinking that in my early career, I played for a lot of rooms with 8 people in it, and I didn't know that I was social distancing. I just thought I was unpopular. I didn't know that I was forecasting the future. I was saying to them all, this just may look like an empty room, you know, and not well attended show, but I promise you, by the year 2020, everybody's going to be playing this way. I'm forecasting the future. So, you got to maintain a sense of humor about this crap. That's what I say. All right. Let me play one more song, and then we'll put the splash up again so you can donate if you want, help out the Amputee organization and the Dawn White Ramen Noodle Fund. And then we have three fantastic guests, and you may know some or none or all of these people, but I recommend to you that that you check them all out. So Matt Wetruba is here. He's from this great state of Michigan. He's going to be in our little song circle. My friend Ralph Tufo, who we met earlier, who's in he's in a New Orleans style band, you know, like a Zydeco band. Like, I don't know how many Zydeco bands there are in Massachusetts, but I'm thinking there's one of them, and he's in it. And he's got a play that he wrote that's showing on Zoom that I want you to know about. And then I think normally from Colorado, but I think tonight from Nashville, we're expecting a cameo appearance from Shanna in a Dress, who is if you haven't seen her, she's really something. So let me get rid of this song here and we'll go. Thank you for coming. So another thank you for Posey and everybody who worked so hard to help out with this and get the word out, even though it's a very busy time of the year. Some round of applause, please, everyone. Blah, 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 blah. And, all right. Okay. I'm going to send this out to Posey because this is a song about believing in people when they're down and out and they're not strong enough to believe in themselves. And she, to me, just epitomizes this. I mean, I only know her because we've done these shows 3 or 4 times, but I've studied her carefully. And she's like just this ball of trouble and mischief. And I think that if you were having a bad time and Posey decided to come over there and aggravate you, she would aggravate you all the way right back to being happy to be alive again. She's just like an undeniable force of nature, and I'm really glad to know her. And I think that she does with her own style this thing of believing in people when they're not well enough to believe in themselves. So she started this organization, and she just is determined to make sure that everybody lives as much as they can, no matter what their situation is. And I'm proud to know somebody like that. So here you go, Posey. This is called Angel in Pieces. I could call it the Posey song if I wanted to. She walked into the room like she was walking off a cliff. In my mind I said, what kind of shattered angel is this? Her walk said, I've surrendered. Her face, I've had enough. Her eyes were holes, they were dark and cold. They said, I've given up. I saw an angel in pieces, as if the pieces all fell from the sky. I said in my heart, I believe this sad angel someday will fly. You know, life rains down so hard upon some people that we know. It tears their faith and their hope away, and they walk around like ghosts, and we see them as they are breaking. And as their spirit dies, but deep inside, we still believe they will come alive and fly. I saw an angel in pieces, as if the pieces all fell from the sky. I said in my heart, I believe this sad angel someday will fly. Now she walks across the room like she could walk across the sky. And those old dark eyes, they are so alive. They set the room on fire. This is no shattered angel. I say to myself, I feel Zuzu's petals. I hear one small bell. I saw an angel angel in pieces, as if the pieces all fell from the sky. Said in my heart, I believe this sad angel someday will fly. I saw an angel in pieces, as if the pieces all fell from the sky. Said in my heart, I believe this sad angel someday will fly. Look how beautiful you are.
Thank you.
And the crowd goes wild. My computer is jumping up and down. There's so much enthusiasm. All right. All right, so 2-minute break here. You're welcome to hang around. Those of you on Facebook and YouTube, you're welcome to come over, but you can watch from over there anonymously if you like. We're going to have a little song swap with some good friends and pretend that we're all together. We're going to simulate community. If you can donate a little something, every little bit helps to the organization and to the Dawn White Ramen Noodle Fund. That'll be great, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. All right, here we are. We're back again. So here, thank you everybody for coming and participating. So I want to bring on my friend Ralph Tufo. He started the night off, set a beautiful tone for us here earlier this evening, and so I'd like to welcome him back and see what he's got for us. So Ralph, will you play us a tune there, buddy?
Sure, thanks. This is
Can't hear you, so I'm not sure why that is.
I think I can't hear me now.
Nope.
I hear you. I hear you just
I can
fine.
hear you.
Oh,
Sure you got your
Wait
volume
a
up
second.
down?
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't change anything.
Oh no, I got it. I'm sorry. I was on my end. My fault.
Mea culpa, mea culpa.
Good to see you, Ralph. And
Good to see you.
why don't you do a tune for us, and then when we go around one more time, we'll talk about your play and all that stuff. Okay?
All right. Very briefly, it's another song from the musical. It's written by this woman, Shakira, who wrote it as a tribute to her late uncle. And he was a civil rights activist, and he heard this one line that she used in the chorus: "I'm going to walk right into heaven by the light of day." So this is sort of like a gospel blues tune. I was lost in darkness, demons everywhere. I wandered alone, without hope, without care. And then my eyes were opened. I could not turn away. Now I'm gonna walk right into heaven by the light of day. Morning glory's gonna rise, darkness will fall, the sun will smile on us all by the light of day. Morning birds are gonna sing, rooster's gonna crow, our garden's gonna bloom and grow by the light of day. By the light, all our troubles will fade away. Gonna walk right into heaven by the light of day. Gonna walk right into heaven by the light of day. There'll be nothing to fear, all bright and clear. The Lord will guide us on the way by the light of day. Gonna walk right in, no trace of sin. God's gonna light us on our way by the light of day. By the light, all our troubles will fade away. Gonna walk right into heaven by the light of day. Walk right into heaven by the light of day. Walk right into heaven. Walk right into heaven by the light of day. Walk right into heaven. Gonna walk right into heaven by the light of day. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful job, Ralph. Will you hang around? We'll go around a couple times and talk about what you got going on and let people know about that.
Sure.
All right, great. Let's hear it one more time for Ralph Tufo from Winthrop, Mass. There you go. Violin. All right. So I'm delighted to have my friend Matt Watroba here from Michigan. He's got a show that he does every year at the Arc, which is the good place in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And of course, they'll be live streaming it this year. It's right after Thanksgiving, I believe. So Matt, why don't you are you all set? Will you play a tune for us there, buddy?
Absolutely, man. I'd be more than happy to.
Well, what is the date of your show? Is it the day after Thanksgiving?
Yeah, for the last, I think, 27 years, it's always the day after Thanksgiving, and it's going to be kind of special too because I'm actually going to be performing on the stage at the Arc. It'll just be for tips, and there'll be no one in the club, so it'll be just like the first 15 years of my career. So. Well, Ralph, you inspired me. I think I'll sing you a song I wrote I have a whole series of what I call agnostic gospel songs, and this is kind of my agnostic gospel song, and it has a lot of repeating lines. As long as you're muted, you can sing along with me wherever you feel. You can sing along like I was doing lead. I play a hot lead guitar when I know no one is actually hearing any of the notes. So sing as loud as you want. Let me try that again. I'll build from the lessons I learned in my youth. How will I lead and open my eyes and my heart to the truth? That's how I'll leave this earth. How will I leave? How will I leave this earth? When it comes my time to go, how will they measure my worth? I will live on. Those that I touched while I lived in this journey of life, from my death to my birth, that's how I'll leave this earth. It's choice and not chance that has brought me along. How will I leave? And showed me the difference between right and wrong. That's how I'll leave this earth. How will I leave? How will I leave this earth? When it comes my time to go, how will they measure my worth? I will live on. Those that I touched while I lived in this journey of life, from my death to my birth, that's how I'll leave this earth. Some say we'll live on up in heaven above. How will I leave? I will live on through the ones that I loved. That's how I'll leave this earth. How will I leave? How will I leave this earth? When it comes my time to go, how will they measure my worth? I will live on. Those that I touched while I lived in this journey of life, from my death to my birth, that's how I'll leave this earth. In this journey of life, from my death to my birth, that's how I'll leave this earth.
Nice.
Woo!
Thank you. That was
That's
great.
quite a
Matt.
mic there, Matt.
What's that?
That's quite a mic. You're not using the usual round one.
Oh no, that's Robert's. So yeah, this is mine.
Oh,
Is that sounding okay, Brian?
this is very sensitive. It's very nice.
Great.
Very nice. That was great, Matt. Thank you for that. You'll hang around. We play a couple songs and chat a little bit, right?
Sure.
'Cause you know why? Because I got nothing to do and no place to do it.
We have that in common, my friend.
So please don't leave me. All right. So now I'm just delighted to have our friend Shanna. Last time we got together, she was having some tech problems. You know, we'll see how it goes tonight. She went a few states away, so maybe that'll help. She's coming to us from Tennessee today instead of Colorado. So, Shanna, how are you?
I'm great, really great, except I'm on my second computer and second microphone, and none of them are working. So I have to use the default microphone in my computer. So I was like, do we even really want to hear me play and sing? Like, do we?
Let's take a vote. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's you-
Because I have a really cool tennis poem I could share instead.
Well, we'll go around a couple times. You can sing and play whatever you want. I don't care.
We have all night.
We got all night. That's right.
Okay.
You do whatever makes you happy.
Well, I think you guys probably want to hear my tennis poem, but we'll just see how the default computer sounds.
Uh-oh, what's the problem?
You like it?
Go ahead. Keep
Your
going.
guitar was cutting out a little.
Oh, see, I think I should do my tennis poem instead.
All right, wing it.
Okay. So I've written 2 poems in my life, but this is one of them, and I think it's awesome. I was a tennis player growing up, and so I wrote this. It's called "The Ball's in Your Court." I'm all ready and wearing my tennis skirt, and you already know I was trying to flirt. My girl said, "You've been served," but no, it's my serve. I reached up and over and gave you what you deserved. I made the first move to start off the set, and the ball trickled over, just grazing the net. A retry at advancing the score. In this game, love means nothing, but that metaphor won't work for me. I want to get this going. 15, 30, 40 minutes have passed, and I know you've got game and that you're agile and fast, but whatever you throw at me, I'll volley back. But if you don't call me back, I'm not willing to stand in this no man's land. Get some balls, you know, Wilson and Penn. I don't usually stay in the lines, but then you made a racket and backhanded me in. I advanced to your bracket and think I could win. I've got a handle on this, a strong Western grip. Maybe you're just nervous. I see that sweat drip. But this game needs a winner. You can't just call truce. I'm losing track. Was it your advantage or deuce? Blink of an eye, over in a flash. You lobbed it up high. Here's my overhead smash. If you try to return it, you'll surely crash. That was game. I'm all set, because we're so not a match.
Yeah. Bravo.
Thanks. And I heard Stacy and Posey play wheelchair tennis.
That's right.
Yes, we do.
That's so cool. Does it get aggressive?
Very.
I believe it.
The wheelchairs are canted so that you can't tip them over very easily, but we try.
Yeah. I've seen like wheelchair rugby, and man, those guys could beat me up.
All right, thank you, Shanna. Let's go around one more time, and then we'll take a stab at you playing some music. I think we could get away with it. What is there to lose anyway? But let's go back to Ralph. Ralph, are you still there, buddy?
Here I am.
All right. So, oh, look at that! Now we're bringing out the heavy equipment now, Ralph.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My stomach's Steinway.
So Ralph grew up in a really tough town called Lynn, Massachusetts, and he played the accordion. Do you want to tell us what it was like to be an accordion player in Lynn Public Schools?
Well, I took lessons when I was 5 years old. I took lessons until I was about 12. And then I never told anybody I played the accordion. It wasn't cool, but I started playing again in my 20s, you know, on all different kinds of folk music. So maybe I got to making a comeback. I mean,
I think so.
You know, hey.
You know, anybody who barks about accordions, you just point them at Clifton Chenier or somebody, you know, I mean, these guys are rock stars really down there out of Louisiana.
Bruce Springsteen has accordion on some of his cuts, and a whole lot of people. The band, my hero, Garth Hudson.
Right. He's an accordion player.
Yeah.
Right. So what's the name of your play or your musical?
Musical is called Beyond the Blues.
And Brian,
And
do we have that information in the chat for when it's going to run and all of
I
that?
have posted it before. I'm going to post it again right now.
Great, thank you.
yeah, and if you want to see it on the big screen, I'm talking about a smart TV with YouTube. All you have to do is type in or say Beyond the Blues Zoom production. You have to say those 5 words. Bang, there it is. And there it is. And it's about, it takes place in Lynn, in the Brickyard where I grew up. And it's at an open mic blues competition at the Urban Legend Bar and Grill. And there's 4 contestants who give dramatic monologues and sing their songs that they wrote. And they talk about the obstacles they have overcome.
You know, I think it's, go ahead, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Ralph.
And the bar itself is facing an obstacle because it was in the middle of Lynn's urban renewal. So it's hard to keep a neighborhood bar open when there's no neighborhood. So there's like loan sharks involved. And, you know, in the actual in-theater production, when it happens, I hope in 2021, the actual audience votes for the winner.
You know, I have a few friends who've done bigger productions, and you know, but no matter what the story is, somehow there's an open mic in every one of them. I don't know what that's saying about my friends that I hang around with, but I'm glad. I'm always glad to see. So why don't you play something for us, Ralph? Go ahead.
Okay, well, this is a tune I wrote many years ago when I was with the band called the Boogaloo Swamis. It's about what happens on a Saturday night down in Cajun country, down in Lafayette, in that area. So this is called, you know, they have what they call a fade-do-do, put the kids asleep and have a dance. So this is it. It's called Cajun Party. Come on, let's go to the fade-do-do. We'll do the Cajun dance, do the zydeco. All get down to eat, then we'll put the kids to sleep. And all get rowdy at the Cajun party. Down by Yukon, Louisiana. The music says hot and jambalaya. The papas and mamas and kids in their jammies. All get rowdy at the Cajun party. There the catfish fingers, red beans and rice. The fire on the gumbo is burning just right. The fiddle and accordion gonna play all night. We're gonna get rowdy at the Cajun party. Dancing at the bar is my Uncle Lou. He moves real fast for a man of 82. You better watch out, got his eyes on you. He's gonna get rowdy at the Cajun party. Come on, let's go to the fade-do-do. We'll do the Cajun dance and do the zydeco. All get down to eat. We'll put the kids to sleep and all get rowdy at the Cajun party. We'll all get rowdy at the Cajun party. We're all gonna romp at the squeeze box stomp.
All right, all right. That was great, Ralph. That was awesome. You know, so let's go around one more time after this. So if you don't mind hanging around, Ralph, maybe we can talk into bringing out the concertina. Who knows? Anything could happen. Anything could happen. I'm saying.
Will do.
So Matt, in all your radio travels, how many accordion players have you had on the show?
You know, they really did have kind of a resurgence in the last few years. There's been a lot of accordions have become pretty cool. I mean, I've been to Lynn. I would imagine you could get killed just having one on the street. But But yeah, I had quite a few accordions. One time I had actually bagpipes on the air, and I thought the engineer was gonna. It literally just blew one of the mics out. It was so loud.
In Ireland, you know what the uilleann pipes are?
Yeah, they're a smaller version, right?
So the uilleann pipes, you squeeze it with your elbow, and it play like has like a flute on it, so you play the notes like that. It's a much smaller bagpipe, like nothing like the big one. It's small. And the story is that they said that we gave the Scottish that big bagpipe as a joke, and they never got it.
They took it seriously.
All right, so what do you got for us, Matt?
Well, first of all, I just want to say that I'm really, I'm just honored to play for this particular cause. I grew up in a house. My dad in 1948 lost his arm from about here down, his right arm. And he was right-handed as a 13-year-old and had to relearn to do just about everything, and switch to his left arm. And he raised 4 kids, had an extremely successful life, taught me my whole life that you can overcome obstacles. And he didn't do it by lecturing. He did it by showing us. And my wife, Kim, her brother lost his leg in a motorcycle accident when he was 16. So we've been around this cause a long time, and I've seen some of the strongest, most remarkable people take on life, even with that little bit of a disability. So I'm really glad to be here for that. And I'm going to sing this song for you guys. This has become sort of my COVID hit. Everybody seems to want to hear this little song because I think it's a song about putting aside the differences and coming together. I think we need to do that for sure. Could you love me if I don't look like you? Is it deeper? Is it stronger? Something hidden, something true. If I stare a little longer, will I see myself? Love me if I don't look like you. Could you love me if I don't think like you? Is it deeper? Is it stronger? Something hidden, something true. If I stare a little longer, will I see myself in you? Could you love me if I don't think like you? This life's a burning candle, and it would be a shame if we ignored the difference between the smoke and the flame. Could you love me if I don't pray like you? Is it deeper? Is it stronger? Something hidden, something true. If I stare a little longer, will I see myself in you? Could you love me if I don't pray like you? This moment is a miracle, so why not find a way to be here and be grateful that we share another day? Could you love me if I don't love like you? Is it deeper? Is it stronger? Something hidden, something true. If I stare a little longer, will I find myself in you? Could you love me if I am not like you?
Oh, thank you, Matt. That was great, man.
Beautiful.
Matt Latrobe is a friend of mine that I first met, I think, in 1999. We were on the same bill, but he's become as close to me as some of my older friends. I call him up when I want to talk to somebody that's irreverent and he's got this Midwestern sort of thing about him, right? But when you get him on the phone, nobody's looking. He's kind of a punk and a wise guy, and not So I'm so glad to see you, Matt, and thanks. So we'll go around one more time, maybe, Matt, and
Sure.
play another tune. So Shanna, how you feeling about that guitar, girl?
I don't know, but let's try.
All right. Okay.
I have changed one thing since last time.
You have your original sound set to off. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Any feedback? Okay.
Feedback.
Hearing a strange noise coming out of it, unless that was someone else.
I'm just farting a lot.
Okay.
Brian wanted to know how to turn on a woman, so you know. Oh baby, last night was so good. You were amazing. I can still picture it all right now. The way you brought in the groceries, the way you took out the trash, the way you remembered to feed the cat. Then you unloaded the dishwasher. And when I got home from work, you had dinner on the table. I wanted you for dessert. Oh, I don't need a man with a face like bread, Zac Efron's hair, Channing Tatum's abs, sporting a Rolex and a Cadillac. I like it if you look like you would be a good dad. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. So hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. I like your dad bod. And oh, I can feel it. It's so hard and so smooth. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. You finally sanded the table in the living room. Then I got hot and bothered when you answered my text right away. Then I got really tired. And you said those magic words, okay, not today. Oh, I don't need a man with a face like bread, George Clooney's hair, Channing Tatum's abs, sporting a Rolex and a Cadillac. I said I like it if you look like you would be a good dad. Yeah, that's hot. 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 I like your dad bod, and I love how I don't have to babysit you at parties. 'Cause ladies, we all know that's the worst. They say nice guys finish last, and they're right. You always let me come first. Woo! I don't need a man with a face like bread, George Clooney's hair, Channing Tatum's abs, sporting a Rolex and a Cadillac. Yeah, I like it if you look like you would be a good dad. Yeah, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. So hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. I like your dad bod.
Now you're talking.
Shanna, did you say that was an old Carter family song?
I cover them.
You know, I just think you're fantastic, Shannon, honestly. So I'm so glad that we got you here, and we'll go around one more time. I was wondering, the last time that you were here, you were taking a stab at that song about the person that you take care of, and we never got through it. It was very disappointing for all of us. Can I request that when it comes around again?
Yes, you can,
I
because you're
want.
done Wayne.
Well, thank you. I don't want to assert any authority here, but I want Matt to hear that song.
Song for Shelley.
Yeah, all right, and I want everyone to hear it, of course, too. Plus, I only got to hear half of it last time, so let's hope for the internet gods to be in good, kind manners today. So, Ralph, let's see. So we're gonna go for a lightning round now and get this thing done by 9:30 because we all have a long ride home, as we say every week here. And so, Ralph, we have a list of songs that you can't play in the lightning round: Inagata Devita, The Sad-Eyed Lady of the Lowlands. Somebody suggested last week was that long one about the cake in the rain. What's that one called? MacArthur Park. Can't do that one. And but if you got something in the 4-minute zone, I think we could do it.
I was going to do the Soulful Strut, but
Look at that.
all right, this is a Cajun accordion.
How can you tell the difference?
It's a one row. It's like a harmonica. Pull it out, get one series of sounds, push it in, you get another. And this is what they use for like two steps and some Zydeco and traditional, more traditional style than the piano accordion.
Great.
So this is the tune I wrote. A traditional song I wrote 100 years ago, and it's called Zydeco Lady. I see that lady, she looks so fine. I'm happy that she's mine. Zydeco lady, save a dance for me. Mon cher Zydeco, let the music set you free. Saturday night at the Roadhouse Bar, Lucy's Place, New Iberia. See her there, she's strutting the stuff. The music stops, she can't get enough. A red tight dress, not an inch to spare. Her body's bending everywhere. We're moving to the music, bouncing to the beat, bringing your folks to their feet. Zydeco lady, save the dance for me. Mon cher Zydeco, let the music set you free. See that lady with the dress so low, she's doing the Zydeco. See that lady with the dress so low, doing the Zydeco. That's why.
Yeah. Bravo. Bravo, bravo. So the Squeeze Box Stompers, they put out some product sometime once in a while where they're all in these little squares and they're all performing together. You can check that out. Ralph, thank you so much for being here, man. It's great to have you for, I saw Al Hezekiah earlier today. I was kind of hoping he'd drop by. Yeah.
He's great.
So Ralph, anytime that you've got something that like before your your musical gets going, or anytime you want to push it, just drop by. You never know who's watching because it can be just a few people here on Zoom, but sometimes there's no telling how many people are sharing it on the other platforms. So just stop by and promote what you're doing. Normally it's a Thursday night, but because of Thanksgiving, we're doing a Monday this week. So
maybe we'll do something around Mardi Gras.
Oh, that would be great. That would be
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, February. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ralph.
Thanks,
Bonsoir.
All right. So Matt Watroba, take us home, buddy.
This one's been just on my mind for the last week. It's been a rough week. And this song, I don't know about, songs are my life. That's what's made up my life. It's what's informed me since I was a kid. Music has been that important to me. And so naturally, I often view the world through songs, and songs are the first thing that occur to me in all different situations. This one has been around in my brain for the last week or so. I'd love for you to sing. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree that there will be an answer, let it be. For though we may be parted, there is still a chance that we will see that there will be an answer, let it be. I'm telling you, it feels good to sing. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. When the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. Wake up to the sound of music, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let me hear you now. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. One more. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be.
Beautiful.
That's a pretty good song, right?
Beautiful.
When did you write that, Matt?
I wrote actually during COVID. I wrote that one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, good. Nice tune.
Maybe in a COVID haze, perhaps. I wrote that one. But please come to the Ark on Friday night. I'm going to be playing on the stage with lights and 3 cameras, and I would love to have you in the Zoom or in the Facebook audience. Just go to theark.org, and it's Brian, I think, put it up in the chat. I'd love to have you in the audience for that.
Yeah, well, thank you, Matt. And again, I love you. And anytime you want to promote anything or just drop by, always glad to have you. And I know it's been a tough week for you, a couple weeks. So much love to you, man. Much love to you and your family out there, buddy.
You're like a brother to me, Don.
Right. That means you can kick my ass anytime you want, right?
No, that means I'm going to borrow money.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. All right. So, Shannon, why don't you take us home with this thing? I'll probably do one just to wrap it up. But thanks. I hope everyone has a good holiday and everything. And we're hurt a little bit because we have people in the family that are autoimmune and we can't really be together. So we're gonna have just my daughter and her son here. But whatever. It's all we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Just I can't. I saw somebody wrote online recently, said when it gets time to hug, I'm gonna hug you for a long time, so long that I'm gonna make it awkward. so you can all expect that really overly lengthy, long, awkward hugs from me whenever this is over. So write that down.
Can't wait, Don.
Brian, I might just come and give you one. I might risk it for you. I just might drive up to Wenham and give you just a long, awkward hug right now tonight.
You know, I live in seclusion up here.
All right, Shanna. Thank you so much for being here. And do you have something coming up that we can promote for you, Shanna?
Well, I'm biking across the country next summer and I'm looking and music touring. And so I'm looking for people who want to host house shows or like outdoor backyard shows or sponsorship connections or just connections with people in general that you think I should know.
Are you going to wind up here in New England, do you think?
Definitely.
So that'll be the end of the summer or something like, yeah?
Yeah. I'll be
Yeah.
near your area late August.
I will definitely find something for you over here. I mean, it'll be outside with a bunch of overeducated New Englanders worried about their health and well-being and all that. But we'll definitely do that for you, for sure.
Anna, can I just ask, have you been to Passim at all?
Mm-mm.
Club Passim? I bet you we could make a pitch, Don.
Yeah, that's no problem. Okay.
I would love that.
Yeah.
We get a friend.
Make your dream list of New England stuff, Shannon. We'll just make it all come true. How's that sound?
I'm like a cancer kid on the Make-A-Wish Foundation. You're just waving your magic wand for me. I
Right,
love
but
it.
then you don't have to do any of the suffering. You can just have the good stuff, right? Yeah. Well, I think the world of you, Matt. I want to talk to you about her later. I'm a big advocate for you, Shanna, and so I really appreciate you a lot. And so that's what you've got. So Alan was bragging about your Patreon page. Can you find that? Is that an easy thing to find, or just if you go to your shannahinaddress.com, that'll do it? Yeah.
I mean, here's how you find it. Patreon.com/ShannahInAddress. That is the #1 way you can support independent artists, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, so and then you get private sort of concerts, right? Private, uncensored concerts.
Private shows where my technology works.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's an exclusive benefit for
Right.
patrons.
So you're deliberately like going mediocre in your public technology, so people have to come into your Patreon to get the good stuff. That's so smart.
Yeah, it's really smart. They're like, wow, I listened to this girl who didn't sound good. I want to give her money every month.
So she can upgrade her technology.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got for us?
All right, I have your request. So, to
yeah.
those of you who don't know the backstory to this, I helped a woman named Shelly who was wheelchair bound since she was 17 because she was in a bad car accident. I started helping her when she was 37, and she taught me a lot about gratitude and life and anatomy and body stuff. And I wanted to write a song about her for so long, and I couldn't figure out how. And then I finally did. So this is what I got. Mascara lashes, get every last bit out of the tube. Blow her hair dry, it's so thick it takes forever to do. Fasten her wrist braces, medications on her tongue. Living in a chair makes morning care extra long. And I'd ask her, are you ready? Are you ready to go? Are you ready, Shelly? Are you ready to go?
And she says, look down at your fingers. There's something I want you to remember. You got one to catch a ride to San Francisco, one to point when you're dancing the disco, one to lift when you get cut off, and one reserved for the one you love, and one to reach the tiniest notes on guitar. She'd say, I can't use my fingers anymore. Thank you for lending me yours. I arrive and Shelley has a cold. I push her stomach down to help her cough. In the middle of the night when she gets warm, I tiptoe into her room, pull her blanket off. She'd say, an unscratched itch is worse than pain. Try it yourself, see what you think. Shelley had a really itchy nose. And I look down at my fingers and do my best to remember. I'm not ready to go. I'm not ready to go. I got one to catch a ride to San Francisco, one to point when I'm dancing the disco, one to lift when I get cut off, and one reserved for the one I love, and one to reach the tiniest notes on guitar. She'd say, I can't use my fingers anymore. Thank you for lending me yours. Last night I got a call, 12 a.m. I learned that Shelley's on the other side, dancing and running her fingers through the sand. Oh, I've had a lot of jobs, but the one that changed me most was being Shelley's hands. She was ready to go. She was ready to go.
Beautiful.
The best. I mean, seriously. So, yeah. Every week I keep telling people nobody can make me speechless, and somebody winds up doing it. So I have really nothing to say, but I just think you're great, Shanna. I really do. I haven't seen anybody that can go all the way that way and all the way the other way with comedy and all that. I just think there's a great career in it for you. I could be wrong. If I was right about these things, I would have a bigger career myself. So don't take it all to heart.
I'll try not to believe anything you say.
Please, you will do yourself well. Don't take it as gospel. Take it as information that you need to put in with everything else. Anyway, I just think you're wonderful. I'm so glad that you dropped by tonight. Again, same with all of the artists. Anytime you have something to promote or you just want to pop by, even if we have a bunch of artists, I'll drag you in and get you to play something. Let's hear it one more time for Shanna in a dress, please.
And I just wanted to say, Matt, I loved your last song. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
I'm still
not Let It Be, the one before it.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering from the one you just sang. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in your corner, Shanna. Whatever. Not like I have limited, power in this world, but I do have some, and anytime I can speak on your behalf, I will certainly do it enthusiastically. So, thank you for bringing your stuff here. Your music and your energy to our humble for raising up the property value in the Don White Zoom concert. I'm thinking
I love
about.
you, Don. I love you.
Thanks, man. All right, so let me just end with this. I'm thinking about my dad and my mom who are gone, and I'll throw this out to everybody here. All his children knew that he was dying when he asked them all to gather at his side. Just hang on, there you go. When he spoke to them about the joyousness of living from the perspective of someone about to die. My love for you is what I leave behind me. I see my love in everything you are. When I am gone and you want to find me, believe me, you won't need to look too far. I will be your sense of humor. I'll be your integrity. Each time you find the strength to persevere, right inside that strength is where I'll be. When you touch a person's heart with kindness, that heart opens up a room where you will stay. As your heart grows, I know that you will find this is the way that you can live beyond your days. So take some time and contemplate the night sky, so vast beyond all you can comprehend. The magnitude of what is out around you can make your life seem small and insignificant. Then picture your heart if grown to its potential as being wider than all you can ever dream, and deeper than the unfathomable heavens, past the way that my heart feels today to me. I will be your sense of humor. I'll be your integrity. Each time you find the strength to persevere, right inside that strength is where I'll be. There's really nothing more that I can say now. If don't mind, I would like to be alone. I want to spend a short time now in prayer to thank God for all the love that I have known, and for all these hearts where my love has found a home. And I will be your sense of humor, I'll be your integrity. Each time you find the strength to persevere, right inside that strength is where I'll be. That's where you can always go to be with me. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your holidays. I'll be back a week from Thursday. I'm doing a show for some folks down the Cape Cod gallery down there. Some folks down there. John Gorka is going to be one of the guests, and one of the guys from N Train, I think, is going to pop into that too. So, show up at 8:30. You could just catch them. I don't care. It's all good to me. Nancy, it's nice to see you. How are you?
I'm good. It was a wonderful show.
Thank
Enjoyed the evening.
You're welcome. It's great. Your husband, he's pretty good, man. Don't let him know I said that. All right, please.
Oh no, he's not listening.
I heard that.
Yeah, I heard that all day.
I knew that.
Boy, that's as close as you get to an East Coast compliment right there.
Yeah, right. Nancy, we have these people from the Midwest here. They're so polite, they really don't understand us. I don't know what to do with them. I worry about them all the time. I'm like, oh, they're gonna, when we get talking, like me and Ralph, and we're calling each other assholes and all that, it horrifies these people. They don't understand these are terms of endearment here.
It's beautiful banter.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks a lot. Matt, would you be okay if let's talk a little bit. Give me a call tomorrow, all right? Let's chat.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I appreciate you. Good. Tommy and Marlene, nice to see you. Have a nice holiday. You having anybody over, or are you just locking down? You wrapping yourself in a bubble, or what?
No, just us. So I might make a meal for our youngest son and have him pick it up, but
Right.
don't trust him in the house. So
Push it through the mail slot.
set it at the end of the driveway.
Well, in Nebraska is bad right now, isn't it? Like that's like you guys are the reddest. Like you're always the red state, but I mean
We're in the top 10 or top 5.
COVID red state now, right?
Yep.
What about Kansas, Alan? What kind is it? It's pretty thick there too, isn't it?
Not good here either.
Yeah.
Trying to send people to Nebraska, it's so bad.
From the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Right. And didn't you have COVID, Alan? Did you have COVID?
Yep.
Yeah, but you feeling okay now?
Pretty much. I still have a few side effects, but
What are they? Do you mind telling us what they are? Is it they're different for everybody, I think.
well, right now the worst one is the nightmares, and then the chest pain comes back, and gotta get over that again, and then I'll have another nightmare. And I just had nightmares the whole time I had it.
That's terrible. Did you wind up in the hospital?
No, I didn't end up in the hospital.
Well, I'm glad you're doing better, but it's serious, it's really serious. Where whatever. I worry about all of you. And when we were there, remember, it was the last show I did was in Allen's town, Downs, Kansas. It was up in Nebraska watching the crane migration, and then COVID hit, and we went down there, and people were poo-pooing it there. Some people, like this isn't, nothing. But I'm sure they don't feel that way now. Everybody's sort of come around to it now a little bit.
I think we were just barely finding out what it was about the time you got here, it
I
was
don't
just,
think there was a lot of information then. It was just kind of a rumor.
yeah.
It was the weirdest thing driving home. So we were gonna take a plane home, right? And we're gonna go through Chicago O'Hare. But the day before we were gonna be um, changing planes in O'Hare, all that was the last day from Americans in Europe to come back to the United States, and O'Hare was one of the places. So we had this vision of COVID like hanging from the chandeliers in the place, like, you know what I mean? Like everybody just came from everywhere. So we drove home, and that was the most amazing thing. Every state that we went into, it seemed like they shut the state down as we went through. We stayed in a hotel in New York State that had 80 rooms, and we were the only people in the hotel. It was like the Bates, hotels. Like it was like the one in what is it? Here's Johnny.
Shining.
What is it? The Shining. It was like the hotel in The Shining, right? You come out, nobody on floor number 12, nobody on floor number 11. Unbelievable. And then everybody here was like, we can't get toilet paper. We can't. So we're like the Pony Express. We were like the stagecoach. We like filled this little rental car up with toilet paper and.
Heroes when you got home. Huh?
Right. We're like, all right, I know you're my kids, but I'm charging you triple for this shit right here. Hey, it's capitalism. All right, don't let me keep you from doing whatever it is you're doing. Thank you for the support, especially those of you that come all the time, and thank you for everything. And we'll see you soon. Be safe. Don't make me worry about you, Shanna. You're gonna be in Tennessee for a couple of weeks. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
And then back to Colorado.
That's right.
Drop me a note tomorrow if you don't mind. All right, I have a couple
Okay.
things I want to run by you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Thanks, Don.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Don.
Thanks, Don.
Thanks,
Brian, for doing the tech tonight. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Ralph.
Everybody. Thank you, everybody.
And thank you, Posey.
See ya.
It's a busy time of year, Posey. We didn't have a huge crowd, but I'll split this money up with you in the next couple days. All right.
Okay, great. Great.
All right. And
Thank
thank
you
you
so much,
for
Don.
everything.
Thank you.
Next year we'll do it in
Nice
person.
Thanksgiving.